Okay, so I'm going to be showing you NBA 2k20 on Stadia. So I've just loaded this up from my Google Chrome browser, and we're looking at full 1080p, very very good frame rate, and we'll see how stable it is. So let's just play now. Do a quick play, and we'll see how the game plays. So first thing you'll notice is how quick the game is effectively. So you see it loading in the bottom right hand corner there. We're already at 42%. Get usual 2K TV NBA live shows, episode 41. We're up to 75% now. This is a fantastic game. I'm just playing with a gamepad on my iMac, which is great. And there we go. We're going into the game now. So the graphics is phenomenal in this game, and I just love this franchise. This is such a good game, and they've just improved on it and improved on it and improved on it. So here we got the initial thing. I'm going to get through to the gameplay. You can see here, full 1080p, HD graphics, nice and smooth, playing the Lakers. There's LeBron. Just look at the crowd. I mean, it's the atmosphere, it's the realism of the game. The animations in this game have always been top notch. They've been absolutely top notch all the time. And then, well done. Right, so now we've got some gameplay going on. So we'll just keeping a tab on this one character here, Russell, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, of course. Oh, that was not great defense. So with this, your right stick's going to be doing some tricks and to shoot as well. Let's give it to AD. Let's do a bit of post play. Oh, that was my bad. Looks like AD stuck in the area too long there. Just showing you the ball movement. We'll do a shot. We will do a shoot. Let's keep LeBron James as our character. Karl-Anthony Towns, of course, is a classic. Right, let's get LeBron going. As you can see, there's a little bit of jutter. Let's try a three-pointer. Ooh, but LeBron James is there for the pickup. I wouldn't call it super smooth. Now that could be with the connection, perhaps. I mean, I've got a pretty good connection here. I've got about 50 megabits per second, 60 megabits per second on Wi-Fi. But it literally is just this game that I've seen a little bit of jitter. I mean, it's nothing bad. There's no lag in terms of the control. I can stay with my man, but just notice there, just with the camera, a slight bit of jitter. Oh, no one's picking up LeBron. Okay, fair enough. But you can see here that, I mean, the graphics is just great. But do you see here, it's just stuttering just a little bit, which is a shame because every other game is as smooth as silk. And I will show you, I will be doing a little bit of playthrough of Destiny 2 just to show you an MMO and an Elder Scrolls Online. Whoops, left my guy there. Let's keep him going. It's an easy find. So as I say, it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. And actually, this is less stable than I would say it normally is. With the this camera, it's just a bit juttery. Someone get in there. Oh dear. Okay, so here you can see that. I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's definitely not a. Let's see if LeBron can get 3 points going. No, not quite. But it's just when you're making your way down the court, it's not as smooth as I would like. And it might be the 60 frames per second sort of thing. It seems like their Stadia are trying to sort that out at the moment. So games where 60 frames doesn't really matter so much is fine. But certainly with NBA 2K, what a shocker. But you can see the graphics, the fidelity of the graphics is absolutely phenomenal, and the movement. It's very bright. The contrast is good. The animations are fantastic as always with the players. But there we go. There we go again. Just that. Carl Kuzma. Let's give it to Mr. Howard. And let's see if we can do a little switcheroo. Oh dear. So. Oh dear. Dwight Howard doing what he does best, fouling. So it doesn't make it unplayable. It just makes it that little less of a crisp experience in terms of playing, which is a real shame because other than that, I mean, it's just a fantastic game. Let's get a block here. Very nice. No, that was a terrible block. It's not supposed to be a block. Oof. Ooh. Colwell Pope, he's got a 3-pointer on him. So yeah, I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You can see straight away from the slight bit of. Oh, that was a bit cheeky. Oh, nice block, AD, big man. Man, Howard and AD together. Yeah, it is a shame that it's good to see the sporting activities are coming back on again. For how long we don't know, but with Lakers first, they were doing very well in the league, obviously, and it would have been nice to see how they would have, coped and seen where they got to. You got like not quite, was it? He's always, Rondo's always got this all day long. He says. Not if the controller can't do it. This is a mismatch all over. Let's have a look. He's not going to get that in traffic, is he? Give it to Kuz. Come on, Kuzma. I got the person there ready for the block. Oh, what? How did I not get the rebound? What is Morris doing? Go on, Kuzma. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Around, and kaboom. So, it's a great. I mean, it's still a fantastic game. You still got the kind of my team as well. That you get like cards like EA does with FIFA and all. Oh, what are you doing? So you got that mode. You can create a player and take them through around. Oh, by the way, the story. If you create a my player and play that through, the story is absolutely brilliant. It's the best I've ever seen on these games, because usually it's a second thought. It's just something to chuck in there. It just seemed the Spike Lee one was quite cool, but now they've really, really upped the game, and it's absolutely brilliant. I really like it. Oh, whoops! Oh my word, Dwight Howard! How you do that? So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the first thing I would suggest to do is get straight onto my player, create a player, and play that story. Certainly for the prologue. Once the story's finished, it's obviously nowhere. It's alright. The league it is more forgiving than normally. Like anyone who's played them, he's got a 3-pointer on him. Oh dear. Oh, it's still the same. Whoop. Let's bring it around. Bring it around. Go on, Morris. Bring and tap and. Nice. Yeah, highly recommend it. It's like a few hours. It's quite a few games that you play, but it's just fantastic. It's definitely one of the highlights of this new NBA 2K game. The rest of it's as normal. You create leagues, fancy drafts, whatever you want to do, and play those. It's all the same game as before. Better graphics, better modes, and all the rest of it. So absolutely fantastic. Now, the crazy thing was this game, NBA 2k20 on Stadia. It came on a sale a month ago, and it came on for. Sorry. It came on for well done, Crusoe. It came on for £2.40. £2.40 for the full game. And because you're buying that game, it means you don't have to pay the subscription either. Absolutely mental. So I mean, even if you're a fan of the game, it's a no-brainer. But even if you're not a fan of the game, Kuzma can actually slam it as well. Come on, give us a hand, give us a hand. Yeah, he's got no chance against Howard. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, even if you weren't a fan, buy it. £2.40 is ridiculous for this quality of game. So and Stadia does have Dwight Howard on the line. Of course, he's known for it. They have sales on a lot of the time, so it's definitely worth checking on for that. And when you consider, you can basically play all this stuff on any Chrome browser. You don't need the what's it called, the Chromecast Ultra and a Stadia controller. You can if you want to get from the TV, but you just need any computer that's got a Chrome browser. It does support a lot of Android phones and tablets now, but no iOS yet. I'm quite invested into the Apple products, so I'm hoping for. I love Crusoe. I'm hoping for some iOS support, and then it basically turns into a mobile, which is crazy when you think about it. And as long as you purchase games, at the moment, the way it works is if you purchase games, you have those free without subscription, and you can just access them at any time. That to me is absolutely crazy. No downloading, no saving games. You just start where you've finished off. It's absolutely crazy. Now, the biggest problem with Stadia at the moment is the fact that there's no go on, Crusoe. Is the fact there's no no, what am I talking about? There's very little in terms of games library. You've got this. I think that's it for sports games. You've got driving games, but in terms of actual sports games, that's it. Which is a bit of a shame. No FIFA. In fact, have they got any EA? Not at the moment, I don't think. But we're very early in the years for Stadia, so it will change. Oh, get off me. See if he can get it. No, that was. Oh, unlucky, Howard. Good effort. Oh dear, whoops. Never mind. Yeah, so the fact that there's no risk, and also they offer you a month free anyway. There's a month free trial, so you can basically try the free pro games. They've just put Elder Scrolls Online now. Destiny 2's on there. They've got a few other ones as well. Oh, why didn't I lay that up? That was dumb. So there's quite a few things to play. Little Nightmares, fantastic little indie game. That's on there as well. Obviously, there's no exclusives as yet. They're bringing out Creator, which is a little bit like it's a game-making game, a game-making game. A bit like Minecraft is probably the best way to describe it. It looks like Minecraft, but a lot more powerful than Minecraft. Well done, James. So yeah, there's and that one's going to be a timed exclusive, not a pure exclusive, but certainly it's coming on Stadia first. But we're at this early days of Stadia, so it will pick up as time goes on. The problem is they don't release these big games until a lot after the initial games have come, which is a real shame. Oh, that was terrible. So I think it will develop and it will grow. I hope that Google don't just leave it and give up with it, which they've been synonymous to do in the past. Oh, that's left. That's terrible. But we will have to see. We will have to see. It seems to have become a little bit more stable. I've got to be honest. It's not as I'm moving down the court. It's definitely not. Let's see how far he's got his range. No, that was not the greatest shot, to be fair. So yeah, I just love this game. And obviously with Google's data farms and servers, they've got so much power that they can certainly get capacity. So we're talking like if this gets huge, it's going to be fine. People will be able to handle it. Go on, LeBron. Shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake. Oof. So it works. Oh dear, really? It works exactly the same as the old games. I just use the right stick to. Wow, the right stick to shoot. You hold down the left shoulder button. Well, not shoulder button, left back stick. To while you're going for the shot to dunk. The right stick does tricks, dribble moves. He's got it. Over to Kuz, boom. So yeah, it works exact same way. It's the exact same game. So if you played NBA 2K games before, you'll come right at home with this, which is great. But as I say, especially that solo mode story is absolutely awesome. I would say definitely the best one that they've produced yet. Oh, try and steal that one. Oh, that's a good, fair play. Are we on 25-28? Oh, I've been losing it a little bit here. Well, I've not been paying attention. I'm trying to Kuz. Oh, right. Who's open? He's a bit contested there, but Kuz is a real good player. He's a really good player. Obviously, with the talk about the move and everything, that's understandable. Oh, wow, that was terrible. There's training. There's all kinds of stuff on this as well. But as a game, I think this is I think it's absolutely quality. It's real good fun. Kuz, are you there? Yeah, you're there. Oh, I got blocked. Too quick. Too quick. Go on, pass out. Caruso's there. Time's going out. Oh, unlucky Caruso. And obviously, if you liked, I'll show you in a second. If you liked so we get the interview with some of the players. And they've got the animations really tied down. Mocap, I'm sure. And then you've got your usual hosts in the halftime show. As funny as always with Shaq and Kenny. But real nice. And then you give you usual 57% field goal. Wow. Just got to get my rebounds up. Okay, so let's see how we go now. Now, just a point to make with Stadia. They've even got the halftime shows. It just makes it a little bit more realistic. It just brings that little bit more realism to the whole thing. So we can do substitutes or whatever. Forget that. There's lots of customizable stuff in here as well, with the points and all the rest of it. Who we got here? Let's get someone. Help. Thanks, AD. Whoa, that's miles too far out, surely. I wasn't expecting Danny Green to go quite that far out. Yeah, so with Stadia, you can't change the graphics. So if I go to settings, well, you wouldn't be able to I don't think on here. You'd have to do it on the main menu. But you can't change the graphics, so you can't like change it to ultra and stuff like that. It literally just goes to the best graphics straight off the bat. He can pump them. Wow, you normally can pump them from there. Well, exactly. You would assume. Let's get Karl Anthony Towns. That's it. Oh dear. Box it. What? I was boxing him out then. I don't know what happened there. Ooh, that was. Oh no, that's gonna be a fumble. Oh, come on, Davis. AD should be doing. Oh dear. Everyone just went into him. Brilliant. So yeah, we're still getting a little bit when we're moving up and down the court. We're still getting a little bit of a juttering, I would call it. Nothing major, but certainly noticeable, which is a real shame. I'll put a few more playthroughs of some different games. I just love the animation. I know, yeah, that's a real hard shot, but do you see that step back? And it's just so good. Oh dear, I'm getting my ass handed to me now. This is not good. Right, so let's get someone to here. Whoop. Oh dear. Yeah, don't you shouldn't rely on one person too much in this game. That's nice. That's nice defense. Go on, AD. Nice. Obviously, all the teams are in here. It does live games when they're on as well, which is cool. Obviously, NBA 2k21 is coming out very soon. Next couple of sorry, that's terrible. Should be paying attention. In a couple of months' time, and I'm sure they'll get upgrades onto that. To be honest, what I would wish, and I know they won't ever do it because it won't give them the money. Oh, it's so good. It won't give them the money, but what they should do is just season pass. Kind of, you pay for seasons and you just get updated games. Especially now we're going into a world of digital content. So you pay for the game, and then you pay for an upgrade, which upgrades any additional modes. So it might be a new story mode. It chucks that into the game, rosters, all of that stuff. I doubt they'll be able to update core game mechanics, but the game mechanics don't change that often. And I know with FIFA more than anything, you kind of buy the first game and then the next game's exactly the same. It's like, why? I can play up to further seasons with just the one game. So what's my drive to try and get the next game? Apart from sales. I don't know. Yeah, that's just my thought. I mean, and you can still charge like 30, 40 quid just for the update, especially if it's got new content, and people will pay for it. Well done, Danny Green. Yeah, there he is. He's away. Bang! So just running, which is the right trigger, that will cause a dunk when you do a shot with the right stick. You can shoot as per normal with buttons if you wish to. Now, Karl-Anthony Towns, we all know he can shoot threes as well, so he's one to watch. Nice. So, yeah, so that's... oh, that's not good. Oh, that nearly went in. That was a shocking shot. So, yeah, you can kind of see how the game plays. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a real shame about the camera movement and the slight juddiness of it. Now, it could be something to do with the fact that the connection may not be quite as good as always. But it just improves anything. Even like the dancers' movements and animations are a lot better than it used to be, and the cameraman, the crowd. Everything's improved, which is really, really good to see. And you can see there from LeBron, the models that they produced are actually becoming more and more realistic, which is great. So as long as so kind of, I'll try. I'll keep trying. Oh, I've left him. Nah, that was never gonna happen. Oh, I didn't want to give it. Whoa. Yeah, he's always going to get a foul when he's running to the rim. It's a basket or a foul. Let's see if I can actually get a few of these. Oh, my word. What is going on? As you can see, I'm not greatest at three throws. And LeBron is actually a decent three-throw shooter, so that's a bit of a shocker. As per normal, I've got the ring on the current player that I've activated. It shows you arrows where you should be going in terms of defending. You can hold down the left trigger to... go towards the ball itself. That was a beautiful pass. He's right open there. Oh, sneaky. And you see there I was on pro in terms of difficulty, so nothing too extreme. It's terrible. And commentary, as always, is absolutely brilliant in this game. It just keeps it all going. It makes it again quite realistic. That was terrible. Just a fantastic game all round. So this is literally just playing a random game, but obviously you can play your own leagues. You can play in my team and all the rest of it, and it's just great. So much to play. So much game content, as always, with any of these sports games, and 2K especially. That was terrible. So yeah, highly recommend it, especially if you can get it on deal like I did. I mean, that was just a no-brainer. Right, let's give it a rondo. Right, we've got some Mr. D Howard. Gold Pope has certainly got some ability, as you can see. Am I winning? Oh, just. Oops. Let's not lose it now. So yeah, just if you've not played 2K games before, you're holding left trigger to stay on your man. You can. Oops. Oh, I'm getting absolutely blocked out here. Screened out, I suppose I should say. Awesome. And the 3/4. One more quarter to go on this stream. The other thing was, if people out there, if they like these kind of gameplay streams and they want to see some more, especially of Stadia, that's what I'm basically streaming for. Then please give us a shout. I've got a few games to go through, so I'll be more than happy to show you those and just give you my my thoughts about them. I've been an NBA 2K fan for a long time, so this was an absolute no-brainer for me. But you've got to like, I guess you've got to like basketball. It's a big time investment in terms of playing this game, so you don't want to be go on Caruso. Oh, he's so good. So yeah, I think anyone who likes basketball at all, anyone's got a Chrome browser. Obviously, it's not on sale at the moment, so you have to pay full price. And the Stadia games tend to be quite expensive. You will notice that. And so things like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is one of the more popular ones there. Red Dead 2, I will definitely be showing a stream of that. It is such a good game. Such a good game. And I'll have to show you that on Stadia because it's just mind-blowing. Now, obviously, if you've got I haven't, but if you've got the Stadia controller and the Chromecast Ultra, you can actually stream onto your TV 4K. I think you need 35 megabits per second at least, but you're going to need more than that to make sure it's stable. Oh, dear. Thank you. So yeah, it's that can be, and the fact you can literally just press a few buttons and then you're up and running with Stadia and playing. Oh, I love AD. AD's so good. Such an acquisition for the Lakers, man. Obviously. And we're starting to run away with it a little bit here. I mean, like I say, it's only on Pro, so it's nothing too taxing. Especially with the Lakers team, of course, as well, which is just such a good team. That's a foul against me, surely, yeah. But you can certainly see some repetition of models in the crowd as you would expect, but it's pretty good. It's if you look at its leaps and bounds in terms of what we used to have. Oh, Davis nearly lost his. Sees a little bit of an opening. AD, no, not from that, not like that, not contested like that. And you can see on what I love about this as well. It's little details. So if you look at the bench, you can actually see them talking to each other, just like you would in the game. It just makes it for realistic. Nice. Oh, what? How did he miss? Shocking. But it's just tons and tons of fun. What I love about these games as well is you can literally follow on through. You can follow on like what's happening live in the real world. You can play a team, you can play parts, different games when they're going on. All of that's all present in this game, which is fantastic. And obviously when 2K21 comes out, I'm sure that they'll have to put new things in it, as they always do. But I have to see how they improve it, how they change it. That was a shocking shot. Where's my egg? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Well done, McGee. Carl Anthony Towns fumbling. Oh dear. Okay, so we're coming up towards the closing minutes of the game. LeBron has got an easy access to the... oh dear. I telegraphed that. That was a bit obvious. Still love the animations. The fact that... when you're just using a thumbstick and the different shots they do and everything else, that's great defense. It's just so good, this game. Is that going in? Nope, but AD's there too. Oh, wow! They're not let me have it this time, are they? Okay, so coming up to the final minutes of the game now. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that was terrible. Oh, he gets it back. That's how we do it, James. When you got shot blockers like AD and he might have this three. Oh yeah. Oh, it's only a 2, I think. But superb. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's also got, if you've not played it before, just like normal, it's got loads of customizable features for your player that you create. You can chuck them into a league if you customize the league and all of that, so you can see them in. It's fully customizable as per normal with this game. To whatever you want. You can create a whole bunch of players and chuck them into different teams and then make a fantasy draft and all the rest of it, and it will work. If you want to spend the time to do that. So technically, as we come toward the close of this now, I can really recommend it enough. It's just a fantastic game. It's got a lot going for it for many different people. And so good. They've got it really tied down. I mean, James, as we all know, is end game in terms of clutch and just leading the team to a win. It just highlights that. So much fun to play. And then when you got all of the greats, you got Michael Jordan, you've got literally everyone, every single Hall of Famer. You got Shaq in there. You can change the teams round. So the one I've got at the moment, I've done a completely fancy draft. I've switched out in the league that I've created. I've switched out all of the current teams with all-time greats of each team. So the quality of Bill Russell, everyone's in there. And you're all playing them for random teams. It's just so much fun. And you see them all. He was left alone, wasn't he? And you see them all together. It's just such a joy to play. Absolutely love it. Oh, that was a nice move, shake and bake. Yeah, nice. So, can I recommend this? Definitely. I would say whoever you are, as long as you if you like sports games in general, perhaps you haven't tried a basketball game before, and perhaps not 2K. Highly, highly recommend it. And Stadia, it's apart from those, don't get me wrong, I don't always get that slight juttering when it's moving up and down the court. But this is the one game I've seen it. The performance not quite up to spec. Graphics phenomenal. I'm just playing with an Easy SMX controller, which is just a cheaper version of a Xbox controller, and it works fine. I've used my PS4 controller on here as well. You just literally plug it into the USB, and it just works so good. Massively highly recommend it. You can see the quality of the graphics, the models, the animations, the voice. They've got everything just nailed down. It's absolutely awesome, and it's so much fun. So that's my little playthrough of a game using NBA 2k20 on Stadia. How have you found Stadia? What do you think of 2k20? Is that one of your favourite games as well? It's definitely my favourite sports game franchise, definitely. FIFA is another one I really do like, but compared to this is the one to do. Okay, guys, thanks very much.